Class of 2023. After 4 years, we are finally here. I'm just as surprised as you are, because I'm pretty sure there's a couple of months at the end of freshman year I just skipped. C.S. Lewis wrote that friendship has no survival value. Rather, it is one of those things that gives value to survival. It is the friends we have made that have made high school fun. We all have had awful days, but being able to joke around and have fun with friends helped us get through them. We have made incredible memories of laughing with each other, going to each other's houses, going to football games, or, in my case, getting my friend elected to homecoming court to force him to go to a football game. You all have some memories of the good times we have shared together. Cathedral has allowed us to make incredible friendships, even though we were interrupted there at the beginning, and we have done some incredible things for our friends. We have driven far distances to support each other in the various activities we do. We have worked hard to make sure we could do things together, changing schedules last minute and waking up early because we enjoy each other's company. And we have been there for each other through the tragedies, whether they affected one person or the entire school. It is through each other that we have moved forward. It is not only fellow seniors you have bonded with. They have been juniors, sophomores, and yes, even some freshmen. But every year we have met new people who have joined our teams, our clubs, our bands, and the countless other activities Cathedral has given us. Cathedral is not only a place of learning, but also a place of friendship. It has allowed us to interact with people who have changed our lives for the better. Though Cathedral is not ours anymore, I pray it will continue to be such a place for generations of Irish to follow. We've even made relationships with our teachers. Well, except for Mr. Fogel. He clearly shows his disdain for us when he starts the day by calling us stinky, rotten kids. Whether it was during retreat, on the field, in the classroom, or on a stage, we have learned from and have been changed by these men and women who for some reason find fulfillment in spending time with us. Whether you've decided to invite all your teachers to your grad party or not one, you can't deny that since 2019, Cathedral has allowed you to make relationships with teachers who have changed your life. Finally, I would like to address the rest of the audience. Parents and loved ones, you were the first friends we ever had. You have taught us to walk, to read, to learn, and so much more. You sent us out to Cathedral where we have made new friends and grown. And now, you send us out to the real world, where we'll immediately realize we still need your help. Class of 2023, you have all found deep and profound relationships at Cathedral, and now we are leaving. In the back of your mind, you might be worried about growing apart, about losing contact when you are no longer in the same building every day, maybe not even the same state. I do not know if you will grow closer with your friends or drift apart. I can't stand up here and tell you it won't happen. I will not say Cathedral has some magic that makes friendships that will always survive the struggles adulthood will throw at us. But I will say this. We have made relationships these last 4 years that have changed us for the better. We have made memories that will last a lifetime. We have made friendships we never could have imagined in 8th grade. As C.S. Lewis wrote, friendship gives value to survival. And that was proven true these last 4 years. We will always hold on to our Cathedral friendships. We will always have Cathedral.
It's me. Hi. I'm the problem, it's me. Taylor's still looking for tickets. Good afternoon, especially to Archbishop Thompson, President Bridges, Principal Barthel, educators, and of course, to our graduates and their families. Class of 2023, thank you so much for the privilege of providing your last life lesson on Cathedral's East Side campus. As I reflect on this class, I think of a phrase I first heard as a child sitting in my Hebrew classes preparing for my bar mitzvah, tikkun olam. Tikkun olam implies that the world is innately good, but God, the Creator, has left room for all of us to improve on it. In so many ways, I have watched you look at the world around you and find ways to make it better. In your first summer, you left your mark in our PE and health classes by making sure everyone was included. You worked to build lasting friendships. Your class helped launch the first ever freshman welcome event called Lunasa, running all over campus, laughing, singing, dancing, and playing, just like Senior Sunrise. My favorite memory of Lunasa is all of you holding hands in the courtyard, candles illuminating your beautiful faces, praying as a class for the first time, Tikkun Olam. Your journey did not go quite as planned, as COVID interrupted your freshman year. We learned about online school, Zoom calls, breakout rooms, and more. By being forced to slow down, we embraced our family and helped those connections to strengthen. I'm sure your parents will agree that this extra time together, while challenging, was also a precious gift. So what have you done with your time on the Hill? Some of you have been part of state championships in hockey, basketball, football, wrestling, and girls track and field. For others, your seasons ended with sadness, some hugs, and maybe a tear or two. When Amos Alonzo Stagg, one of the pioneers of college football, was asked about his team following a championship game appearance, he responded, "We won't know about our team for 20 years," because he knew the lessons of sport were also the lessons of life. You have distinguished yourself in the visual and performing arts. Our spring art show was absolutely amazing. The beauty and creativity that you displayed in your works was inspiring to so many of us. Time after time, our award-winning Cathedral Show Choir performances has lifted us up. The soundtrack of our school, the pride of the Irish Marching Band, performed in Dublin on St. Patrick's Day. And last week, our final band, orchestra, and choir concerts showcased the talents of so many of you. And our theater production of SpongeBob the Musical made it, well, the best day ever. I've always said that every performer always gives 100% to their production, but by sharing your gifts with others, you bring light to all of us. Tikkun Olam. As seniors, your first decision was to select inclusiveness and diversity as your Holy Cross core value. This was truly an inspirational choice and so consistent to what all of you have represented during your time on the Hill. One of the results of this effort was our multicultural assembly, where students were comfortable to be unapologetically Black, and even more importantly, you recognize the power of uniting as one, because you know when we work together, when we support each other, we can do great things. Tikkun Olam. The past few years have been challenging for so many of us, and yet you chose to act to make the world a better place where you could. Our girls lacrosse team created Play for a Purpose, where they dedicated each game to a cause that was important to all of us in a way to address the things causing us to hurt. Our players recognized Coach White's father, Tim, as he battles ALS, and my family, which was impacted when my son Brandon's mother, Stephanie, was diagnosed with breast cancer. Our boys basketball team picked up on the message of creating awareness when they used the power of their platform to support victims of gun violence, because they have experienced losses and they want to change their world for the better. Tikkun Olam. As a school, we have supported Champions Together, Riley Hospital, Cassie Cares, and the brave people of Ukraine. This summer, I am proud to represent Cathedral and the Braun family as part of a group traveling to Abakaliki, Nigeria, to visit the Cassie Braun Memorial School while laying the foundation for eventual student trips there as part of J-Term. Now, if you hear a little sniffling behind me, that's because 13 of our educators are joining you as parents of graduates of today. At Cathedral, we tend to restock, so you'll be happy to know that there are currently 29 children of our faculty enrolled in Irish Blessings Daycare. We are looking for some 3- and 4-year-olds, just to know. At our core, we are teachers, but at Cathedral, you allow us to be so much more. We accompany our students on service trips, retreats, as well as athletic and academic contests. Our veteran educators and new arrivals on campus have helped us to continue to provide a Holy Cross education for our student body for more than 100 years, with our patron saint, our beloved Mother Mary, and Saint Michael, the Archangel, always watching over us. While today is a celebration of all of you, it is also a celebration for those who helped to get you here, your teachers and your families. Today is the final graduation for Kathy McCulloch. To paraphrase the Dan Fogelberg song, Leader of the Band, Kathy's blood runs through our instruments and her song is in our soul. Kathy, you will be remembered as the leader of our band, but in the hearts and minds of your musicians, you will be remembered for your love of them, your selfish dedication to them, and the experiences that you created with your pride of the Irish family. Thank you. To our parents and our grandparents, particularly those who made the trip home before this graduation, thank you so much for trusting us to educate and love your children and grandchildren. Some of you are watching your first child walk across the stage, but in the crowd, we have families watching their second, third, fourth, and even 5 is walking today. I know that my personal faith journey has grown during my time on the Hill, and I believe that your children have made the same realization, culminating with their senior retreat. They learn that when you share your heart with others, when you search for love, acceptance, and understanding, when you let go and let God into your life, you can see the face of God in others. For all of us to witness this, to see our seniors look into their parents' eyes and say, I love you, Mom and Dad. Thank you for all that you have done. My hope for all of you is that you become, as President Abraham Lincoln said, our better angels. On retreat, you listened to the stories of your classmates, and you shared your journey too. You learned that the family you create can impact your life too. I hope that you will treat people in the manner they want to be treated. I hope you will take these lessons and continue to develop the empathy and compassion needed to understand and unite our diverse world. It is said that Hall of Fame former Alabama football coach Paul Bear Bryant started each day reading this poem. This is the beginning of a new day. God has given me this day to use as I will. I can waste it or use it for good. What I do today is important, as I am exchanging a day of my life for it. When tomorrow comes, this day will be gone forever, leaving something in its place I have traded for it. I want it to be gain, not loss. Good, not evil. Success, not failure. In order that I shall not forget the price that I have paid for it. The hidden meaning of Tikkun Olam means that through each of your action, you reveal God's light and love. As you walk across the stage today, celebrate your successes, but choose to use the day for good. Do something that will improve the world. At Baccalaureate Mass, our amazing choir sent us off with their inspirational message, and it is so appropriate to share this now. There is a candle in every soul, some burning bright, some dark and cold. Carry your candle, run to the darkness, seek out the lonely, the tired and worn. Hold out your candle for all to see it. Take your candle and go light the world. On behalf of all your teachers, love you.